When it comes to masculine and feminine energy, it's not about doing the most to get the most. It's about doing enough to receive the most. As your masculine energy, you should be planning, just being very strategic, disciplined, and organizing your thoughts to execute your plan, while taking small steps towards your vision. And as your feminine energy, you should be in receiving mode at the same time. Your creative flow, just sitting in your natural abundance, knowing that you receive things naturally by taking action as well, but not chasing it. I feel like what we may misunderstand sometimes is being in your feminine energy, you don't have to do anything, but the fact of the matter is you definitely do have to put in some effort in order to be where you want to be, go where you want to go. That's as far as you see yourself as a professional dancer. Practice, learn, execute your skill. That's what the action is about. Not saying go chase it, work, but put in effort. Masculinity is effort. Femininity is receiving the fruits of the labor. Y'all, I'm out here sitting in nature, and it's just reminding me of all the work that I have done on the days that I used to ground every day in my healing process. And I feel like this is a good year for y'all to get out in nature. Not going outside every night. Y'all need to be grounded in nature frequently. Nature heals. Sound frequencies heals. Shadow work is very healing. Just centering yourself, reprogramming, who you thought you were. Because when you're going through trauma and pain and tragedy, it molds you into a version that's not as elevated as you could be. So that's why isolation is so important. So you can sit with yourself, be one with spirit, and actually just detox and cleanse so you can start fresh. That's what it's all about. And I get asked all the time, what did I do? How did I start? I wanted change, and I did what my spirit felt called to. That's the beginning and the end. Because once you start being spirit-led, it's never going to stop. You're going to always be guided to do what spirit wants you, it's calling you to do. Ashe. And it's really important, if you want change, you start making small changes in your habit, in the way that you think, in the way that you eat, and what you listen to. Like, this all is a part of gaining more awareness, as well as just being mindful and intentional. The more that you transcend, the more mindful you get about the smallest things, on who has access to you, on what energies you're surrounding yourself with, what you are consuming, whether that's music, eating, intimacy. Like, it all gets to a point where you just be very intentional, and you only just want what God wants for you in this journey. But I don't want nobody to feel like just because they're deciding to grow and change that you're not going to make mistakes, that you're not going to fall back into old patterns and routines. You're going to eventually take step backs, but you have to continue to push forward. It's a push and pull. It's a tug of war. It's obviously spiritual warfare out here. It's so much distractions and temptations, and it's rare for people to be on their elevational journey of bettering themselves. So you are going to run into more people that is less motivated and on the frequency that you're trying to obtain. But this is confirmation that as long as you keep pushing to be the best version of yourself, you're going to look up and see a new version of yourself. Every time you put forth effort, it doesn't go in vain. Like, every step you take matters, even the ones that you take back. I heard somebody say that it's all a part of the dance. All the steps you take back is part of the dance. Bitch, we doing the cha-cha dance, bitch. But we gonna look up and see nothing but growth if you stay dedicated. It's all about practicing, putting forth effort, and mastering. When you're mastering something, it don't happen overnight. It's all about the process. So trust it, and Give yourself grace. But don't know better to the point where you still not doing better. That's when you know, like, you're not taking the information or taking heed or even really taking your journey serious. Because, like, we know better, but sometimes we don't be in that conscious awareness to do better all the time. But you'll get better as you go if you want to. And when you walk in the road less traveled, you gonna have to forget about the naysayers, the haters, people that don't know what type of time you on, because they won't even understand that you're raising your vibration, that you're breaking generational curses, that you are making the change with the person in the mirror in order to see the change that you want to see. So forget what people talking about. Forget what people got to say. Forget the looks that you get for being different, because one day the world is going to see that you're the greatest, because it gets to the point that you realize that you are a chosen one, and you're going to be counted out at times. You're going to be judged, but who cares? This is why it's so important to build that foundation within you, because the whole world could be talking shit or judging, but it's you vs you. It will always be you vs you. Be your biggest fan. Be your biggest supporter. Be your biggest everything. Romanticize you, and everything else will get quiet. And don't get me wrong, times do get hard, but at the same time do get better. You know what I mean? Don't stop believing. Like, I would consistently give this message, because it's all about your mindset. It's all about your perspective. It's all about your strength and your spirit, that you stay resilient and persevere through every challenge that you face. You gotta go hard for you. When the world is trying to go hard to make you stop. No, let nothing break your soul. You are so strong, and I promise you that you can get through it, even in the times where you feel weak. All you gotta do is realize that you and God, and you gotta get to a point where God got you and you got God, nothing else in this world matters. Like, from all the materialistic shit we may stress about, or the bills, or just anything that causes the minor little stress, traffic, how y'all ass is stressed out for real. Just breathe through it. You'll get through it. But never stop believing. You gotta believe in you. You gotta talk to yourself with kind words. You gotta pour into your cup. You gotta want to be happy. It's all a choice. Why I feel like these glasses creaky. But anyways, yeah, we need more leaders in this world. All the following the trends, all the not having your own mind stuff need to go out the window, and you gotta really be the main character in your journey, because everything you need to know is within you. And if you don't know it yet, give yourself time to process life. Give yourself time. It's no rush, y'all. Tomorrow ain't promised, but at the end of the day, you still gotta live in the present and embrace where you are and be grateful for what you have. You know? If you're a parent, I feel like it's very important that you take the time out and raise your children, like, with manners, morals, and teach them what principle means. Because a lot of these kids in this upcoming generation is headstrong. They're very disrespectful to, older people. It's not about carrying the generational curse of, like, respect your elders and don't speak your mind. I just told this little boy, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Because he was kind of popping back at his staff member, and she didn't know how to respond to him. You could tell she walked over for a little comfort, and my spirit said, you need to stop disrespecting your elders. You talking bad, but it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And I feel like he took heed to that, because as parents, though, in your household, that's where it starts. The foundation of how a kid operates and grows to be is based off the foundation that's at home. So to all parents, if you are teaching your child, demeanor, morals, respect, kudos to you. But those that you feel like you may need to take a little bit more time to teach them better in response to old people that's older than them and wiser, do it, because these kids will get out of control and feel like they don't have to listen to nobody, and they get superior, and that's when they lose themselves. So that's the message. With that being said, I'm proud of you, just for getting up, just for being you. You know, sometimes some days are easier than others, but you still going, you ain't giving up, and that's what matters. Give yourself your 10, give yourself your flowers, because you are amazing even when you are not doing anything. You know what I mean? You don't have to live up to society's standards. You already successful just because you. We got to change our mindsets and shift our perspectives and live for us, you know? But I see you, I hear you, I believe in you. And if ain't nobody told you today, I love you. Keep going. I'm here to let you know ain't nobody coming to save you. If you want a stronger relationship with God and yourself, starts. You know what you need to do to grow stronger in spirit? Pray. Release all distractions and be one. Ain't no more excuses, because you have the authority over your life to make a change. And if that's what you want, then start today. Speak truth. Speak life. Speak love and be love.